2 years into psychology, and I was completely burnt out. It was hard for me to even find the motivation to get out of bed because I looked at my life and I told myself, I'm building this for somebody else. I don't actually want to become a psychologist. On the other hand, I didn't actually know what role was best suited for me. Who did I want to become? Eventually, I kind of was faced with this brick wall. How long can I fake it until I crash? In my personal experience, I believe that burnout isn't because you're doing too much in work and you have no energy left for yourself. I believe it's actually because you put so much effort into creating this persona that is so far from who you actually are. In order to really overcome this, you need to accept that there are two contradicting parts of you that you live with. One part wants to do what you love, wants to just work in what interests you, in what energizes you, and makes you creative. But the other part also wants stability, security, enjoy life's pleasures. And it's an understanding that both parts can be looked at the same level. In order to do this, it requires two things. Number one, that you actually care about the work that you're doing. So you care about the problems that you're trying to solve for others. And number two, that the people who are supposedly receiving your help actually value your help in the first place. To resolve the first part in finding problems that you care about, it simply means you have to allow yourself to explore, to go and research things that don't necessarily show you the money signs immediately. Of course, for me, that was silencing a lot of these doubts, this fear that I had that I don't have enough time to, become an expert in this area, or I don't have enough resources to allow myself to explore. To overcome these fears, I would highly recommend finding 15 minutes each day and find a quiet, undisturbed space and reflect upon this question. If I had abundance, if money and time were unlimited, what would I be doing right now? In my case, I would still be doing YouTube videos because I see my progress has improved my communication and my ideas so much. I mean, I started out talking in jargon words, and now at least I can explain it in more emotionally relevant terms. Now, in tackling the second part, which is that other people actually value the service you provide and therefore will gladly pay for it, it's a bit more complex because here it's not just about you. It's finding the current problems that people really need solved right now. Not a problem that others can just, live with and say, I can get it solved the next day. Now, this requires a lot of trial and error, and many of us want it faster. That's why I would highly recommend reaching out to an astrologer or a numerologist that can tell you in plain English what roles are best suited with your talents, your skills, and your creativity, and what kind of solutions you are built to provide. And the next thing that is the most important part, what problems you are the best at solving for others. More specifically, you want the person to actually guide you in timing. Which period, for example, the years, you need to be providing this solution, you need to be in this job and helping these type of people. And then in 10 years, because, problems come and go, old ones disappear and new ones arrive, what new problems are you the best at solving? Constantly adapting to the market shifts the changes in people's problems is how you're going to stay relevant during your whole life. And the more relevant you are, the more fulfilled you feel, and of course, the more rewards you get at the end. To summarize, I believe fixing burnout isn't doing more or going on a complete retreat. It is in focusing on the bigger picture, believing that there is a role for you that satisfies both parts that are kind of opposites. The one that wants to just do what you love, and the other one that wants to create consistency in your life. That's it for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.